being like a slave,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is, I don't know why I even thought that way. I felt he's a white man, I'm a colored girl, and I have no idea where this thinking even. I didn't even know I had this sickness in me. It's like very interesting. So I wouldn't call him by his name because in India you don't call your husband by your name. It's considered very disrespectful. And because I felt so intimidated by him, I don't know why I was, because he talks to me with, where's you? Why did you do that? But that's his nature. It's not like he's scolding,
yeah,
but that's his tone. That's the way
yeah. So
he
it's
is
literally
raised.
you. Yeah.
So because of that, I always thought he was my school teacher. So I would get freaked out when he uses the tone. But he doesn't mean it that way.
Yeah.
So I think that's his, like, that's the way he talks. He's got this booming voice, big presence. So I would never call him honey. uh, he was not my honey. He was like a scary beast.
Yeah.
So I felt very, very scared of him. So when he says something, I will say yes, because I wouldn't want to say no because I was scared. So I'll always know in my head the minute he was gone, I'll do the other way.
Yeah.
So he thought I was being disrespectful because I agreed with him and I broke my word.
Yeah.
I just nodded my head so he can get out of the home.
Yeah.
So um, when I did the certified addiction specialist, that's the first time I found out how sick I was. See, that is the releasing moment for me because I understood how in India saying yes was considered respectful, breaking a word is no big deal. In America, breaking a word was a big deal.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And it took me like 10 years to get there.
Yeah.
And then now, like, we honey each other. Like, every day we call each other honey.
Yeah.
But it took a long time. So I feel cultural competency is huge. So one of the things I do nowadays is if the topic is very important, I text him. Then the tone goes up.
Yeah.
Whereas he likes to talk on the phone, and I try not to pick up because, like, I know I find it very difficult to understand him.
Mhm.
Not because, like, I don't understand his English, but he uses it. See, like, I actually had a patient who was autistic, and he and me during Recovery Coach Academy, we traveled together. That's when the release happened for me. The brain wiring, I don't know whether it's the same for him because I don't know whether he has like similar mapping issue in the brain. I mean, I'm assuming it's an issue because for me, that's the problem I could see was they use a tone opposite to what I'm using. I will say, yes, yes, and say no, right? That's the way I will use my
Yeah.
tones. Is that what you use usually?
Yeah.
So he hates, he's very sensitive, my husband, to noise. And even this autistic guy. So he will say yes and say no, no. So
Yeah.
it was opposite. And when he says no, it'll scare me. But when he says yes, I will think he has no interest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was trying to study him, and they call addictive personality as borderline personality sometimes because we don't know whether psychosis or neurosis.
Mhm.
And so when you keep us, because I tried to understand him by trying to keep my face straight so I wouldn't show emotion, and I wanted to see what he's doing. And he will think I was angry if I don't smile, which is not, I'm not at all angry. I'm just like schooling my features so I wouldn't react.
Yeah.
So it puzzled me. Like, there are so many nuances. So, like, I felt that's when how challenging communication was.
Yeah.
So that's when I started writing.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether it's going to help you, but I'm saying interracial marriage, you really need to understand the culture before you interpret the meaning.
Yeah. And
So, anyway.